his name is...
It's John Bunday. Hello Internet, it is John Bunday, and I am back with another challenge, and I will begin by immediately apologising for how this video looks. So, as you can guess, this isn't my usual point my phone at my TV and hit record. I am actually recording this thanks to my PC, because I am playing Christmas Nights, or Nights into Dreams, the Christmas level. Yeah, so I'm using OBS to record this, and as you can see, rather than being full screen, it is not even half the screen, and I'm too lazy to re-record it considering that my score is not that great anyway. Spoiler alert. So, for those who don't know, when Nights into Dreams was first released on the Sega Saturn, they then did a promotional disc later, which is a reskin of the first level, but Christmas. So Christmas music, Christmas decorations, all the textures have been changed to be Christmas themed. As you can see, we have Christmas trees everywhere. Clarice is wearing like a Santa style outfit, and Nights is now also in a Santa style colours rather than the usual purple. And yeah, it's a good, I mean, like, for the time, this was a great like idea to do, like promotional idea. Now that we're on CD technology, so it was far easier to accomplish than with a cartridge. So like I say, it's just a reskin of the first level, so for those who are looking for a completely new level might be disappointed, but for those who have mastered this, it gives you a little something extra to do, and to Sega's credit, like what, you know, we are nearly 30 years later, that we are still playing this, so there'll be people who every year will play this, so you know, for example, Nox Gamer, he likes to play Nights every single year. So Christmas Nights every single Christmas, to try and get like a higher score. And I talked about that I'm doing a challenge, but I have not mentioned who this challenge is for. And it is Gaming for Ages, so they are a relatively new, I mean going for several months now, YouTube channel, but the chaps have been like doing stuff together for a while. And they even did this challenge last year, which is a high score challenge. You have to play as Clarice, the girl. And try and get the highest score you can. Last year they did it with Elliot, the boy. So there'll be a link to their channel either in the video title or in the description below. Definitely check them out. I mean, they say they are not just Sega, but they've done a lot of Sega games so far. They even got me to go and actually play Rez for, well, it's for the Dreamcast originally, but I got the remake. But yeah, so for those who are very familiar with Nights, you're probably looking at the score I'm getting and thinking, that's awful, you got a B ranking? And yeah, I am not that great at this game. I've completed this game, as in like, you know, I have beaten Nights Christmas before and I've beaten the base game. Not got like A's across the board on Steam. The only achievement that I don't have is for getting an A ranking on every single stage. And I am never going to get that. I've accepted that. But honestly, like, if you own this, definitely give this a try. Like, when I first started playing Nights, I never played it on the Saturn. I don't own a Saturn, and I never tried to emulate the game either. So I didn't play it until 2 years ago. My podcast co-host James, aka Super Radish Gaming, picked this as the game he wanted to do for our Christmas at the time. Sadly, that episode is no longer available, but at the time, we both played through it and then talked about our thoughts on it. It wasn't, I mean, we also played the Christmas bit as well, but it was the game as a whole. And we both really enjoyed it. Initially, I wasn't enjoying it, because, how to describe this? I had the wrong kind of like idea of what the game was, and then once I figured out this is a arcade style high score kind of challenge game, then it's something, if I twigged, you know, that, so I was playing it wrong. I was playing it like I would say play a platformer, or like similar style games where the point was to get to the end. that is not the point. The point is to try and do things to get a higher score over and over. So once I had that realization, and I was just enjoying the moment-to-moment gameplay, see, and now I'm on C ranking, I've already gone down, then the game became far more enjoyable. So if you've never played this and give this a go, don't look at it as trying to get to the end of the game, because I've also had that realization now about when I played Sonic CD. I was doing the same thing. I was just trying to get to the end of each level rather than exploring the environments, which is what the original devs kind of designed it as, like an exploration game rather than go fast and get to the very end kind of game. Anyway, I'm getting off topic there. So I'm kind of like rambling a bit because there's not really much commentary to give. If you haven't noticed, I'm definitely recording this after the fact. There's no way I could say all this and still, you know, be able to get through this. Do well, or well as I do. I had a couple of goes, and funny enough, before hitting record earlier on in the afternoon, I actually put this on and allowed my son to see it, because I've been playing through the sequel, spiritual remake, whatever, the Wii Knight's Journey of Dreams. So he'd seen me play that, so he wanted to see me also, like, by the time there was a Christmas version as well. It's like, oh, he wants to see it, so I put this on and allowed him to have a go. He hasn't had like a lot of experience with games, definitely with 3D kind of movement games, but you know, he enjoyed seeing, like, you know, because he's 5, so he's really into Christmas, and like seeing all the colours, hearing the music, seeing jingle bells, he absolutely loved this. The boss, I mean, like, don't be wrong, like, to do the proper like game itself, I had to do it, but he get destroyed by the boss, and spoiler alert, I don't do much better in this run, because the quickest way to try and beat it is to do a power loop on its tail, on the star at the end, which I had managed to do once because I had the achievement. I'm not even sure how I did it, but I did it, but I've never been able to repeat it since. So initially I think I try and do it and then give up, and then you'll see in a moment, but yeah, and I've come to a realisation that I don't like this boss. I just don't like it. So I'm not going to keep retrying it, because I have seen some of the scores that have been put out, and they are very impressive, and I am never going to reach even getting close to them. I'm not going to try. This is more about just taking part, but also raising awareness about the challenge. So if you've been looking for an excuse to give Nights, or Christmas Nights a try, then give this challenge a go, because, you know, it's not difficult to do better than I did, put it that way. You'll see in a moment. You know, I've got 1 B so far and 2 C's, and at least, oh yeah, here's a little, if you're not that familiar with the scoring system, once you do manage to get the Idia, little ball that's floating around, don't go immediately for the next bit of the stage. You go through over the top and then try and get some more points, because you see the timer. The idea is to build the maximum score, you need to try and get more points before going back to the platform, the stage, whatever it's called, to move on to the next bit. So people who know this game inside out know how many seconds it takes to get back from wherever they are, and then we'll just do it like that. I'm like using my speed dash to try and get back before I run out of time. That's probably something else that people are shouting at the screen going, you didn't use the dash! Yeah, I didn't use the dash. But yeah, B, so 2 C's and a B. And you can see that overall, my current score, 58970, and this is where, you know, it gets even worse. The boss! Yeah. I think I try, like, yeah, I don't know if it's me or if it's just so difficult, but people have said, like, they didn't realise this was a thing you could do, and I always knew you could do it when I started playing the game because it was an achievement, so it's like, oh, of course you could do it. So, but for those who played it via the original Saturn, had no idea you could power loop the tail, and yes, I will not do it. That score is my final score, by the way. I don't defeat the boss. So you're like, how can you not defeat the boss? That's why. What you're seeing right now is why I don't defeat the boss, because I just keep getting hit and keep losing my time. So, and I was getting a bit miffed with it, if I'm being perfectly honest. So, yeah, as much as I've praised the game, I don't like this boss. There are better bosses in the game than the boss. 24 seconds. It won't be 24 seconds because I'm pretty sure I'll get hit again. 19. Oh gee, there you go, hit again. So it's, yeah, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 5897, an absolutely abysmal score. But hey, at least that gives you incentive to do better, because it's not difficult to do worse. Till next time, catch you later.